Hi everybody and welcome back to your channel. Okay guys, so first thing I want to talk about is choosing a brush, choosing the size and the quality. First of all, size is going to depend on your comfort zone. Personally, I was taught with a size 8 and I've gradually gone to 10 and then a 12 because I felt more comfortable. I will still use a size 8 on tiny, smaller nails, but other than that, I'll keep up with my 10 or 12. Also, I use a size 8 when I want to go around the smile line when I'm doing like a French of any type or sort, or just applying glitter in general, so I won't pick up too much of it when I want to do like ombre with glitter. But choosing the size mainly depends on your comfort, how you're comfortable using it. If you want to try using the one bead method, you get a bigger brush. If you're more comfortable using smaller amounts, you get a smaller brush. Right now I'm up to a size 12, which you guys saw on my last video when I did these nails. Also, you saw it on one of my shorts and it's now become my favorite brush. And I'll show it to you guys right now. It is, I don't know which way I'm facing. It's a DaSHBoaRD Beauty. You already saw how I broke it in on my shorts. Basically, I like to get a different dish of monomer and soak all the stuff off, clean it off, clean it off, clean it off until I see it's all done. I do not use that monomer to apply acrylic anymore. I throw that monomer out, then I get clean monomer, and I do use my brush to apply. Right now, it needs a little cleaning, so we're gonna go ahead and clean the brush. There's different ways to clean the brush. Right now, I don't have my cup. There's usually a cup where you could soak your brushes and then you just like clean it on the bottom, clean the acrylic. If you don't have that, it is okay. I'll teach you guys another way. Okay, first off, let's put some monomer in here. I do not recommend, 100% don't recommend cleaning your brush with acetone. There is brush cleaners, but I also don't recommend them because some of them do contain acetone and that will dry out your brush. And you do not want to dry out your brush. So here I just put it in there and I swing my brush side to side on both sides, let it soak, and you know, loosen whatever acrylic might be stuck in there. Also, while you're doing that, you could also lean on the edge of your dish and swing side to side. That also gets rid of debris that or old acrylic that's on your brush. Also, what they taught us in when I did cosmetology school is doing this gets all air out of the brush. Like once you're doing this and no bubbles come out, that's when your brush is ready to use. See, that one had a bubble. So there we go. My brush is clean. It's no longer stiff because it was a little stiffness. I was tired when I did my nails last time and I didn't clean it appropriately. Also, it's very important to clean your brush as soon as you're done applying the acrylic when you're no longer going to use it. I did clean it slightly. I didn't clean it appropriately. That's why it wasn't too stiff or too hard. Always clean out your brush with monomer once you are done applying an acrylic set of nails. Also cleaning it, wiping it on the towel is also a good thing once you're done. I like to wipe it on the towel and then dip it and then put it aside, leaving the monomer on it. And I don't like to put it away like this because it'll loosen the brushes from down here. I always lay it down, or if you guys could find, I've seen these makeup things where you could hang your brushes upside down, so you could also use that as well. But my brush is ready to be used. Okay, so let me get an acrylic. I forgot that little detail to show you. How I like to pick up for applying the bead. I did get a super long nail, you guys. Now, usually, I like to blend the sides. Let me move this out of the way before I do. A little bit so it doesn't stick out on the sides. I don't know if you know what I mean by the stick out, but I like to blend. Because when you put acrylic, that area is just going to get thicker. So I like to blend the little corners off first. You could blend all the nail if you like, that's up to you. Some people do it, some people don't. At least I like to get the corners done. And of course, you're gonna apply you know, the norm dehydrator. That was too much. And once that dries out, we're gonna put some bonder. I apologize for any noise in the background, you guys. I do live in an apartment. Okay, so for the pickup, let me check if I'm in frame. Okay, and of course using my DaSHBoaRD Beauty KoLiNSKy brush. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention in the beginning: make sure your brush is 100% KoLiNSKy. If not, you're gonna be messing it up a lot. And a lot of people claim to have KoLiNSKy and they do not. This is 100% KoLiNSKy. One of the tells is that it tends to be darker at the end. I did clean out my brush in this monomer. I'm okay with using it because it didn't have too much residue, and you can see at the bottom of my dish. So I'm gonna go ahead and start applying. First, I'll do the pickup bead. So I put the tip of my brush and I tap 1, 2. This is how I learned to do my ratio. And then I go 1, 2, 3. So 3 bounces, right? That's what it's looking like right now. And then you always start at the end of your nail, or closest to the end. Right here, I'm going to put this bead here, and then start making sure the sides don't go everywhere. The reason you start at the tip is because there is no heat at the tip like it is in the cuticle area. Wet it a little bit, just a little bit, tap. And the tip is going to take longer to dry or to harden. That's why they recommend you starting at the tip rather than the cuticle area. Everybody works how they're more comfortable with, but it is recommended to start at the tip for that reason. That way you're not waiting super long to for the nail to dry to start with the next step, which is filing and buffing. So that's a pretty good size. If my nail was that long, it would have been a 1 bead method, you know, like for the ladies use shorter. And again, my DaSHBoaRD Beauty, sorry, my DaSHBoaRD Beauty is a number 12, KoLiNSKy USA. And I fell in love with it once I tried it on the short I did for you guys, because that was my first impression. I really, really loved this brush. I will not tell you something that I don't like, because I'm one of those people who is tight on money most of the time, because life is hard nowadays, and I'm not gonna have you spend your money on something that is not good. So again, tip 1, 2, and then 1, bounce it 3 times, 2, 3. There's your bead. You let it get its consistency. Again, this is how I found to find my ratio of monomer to acrylic easier. It helps me to do that. I did learn it on a course. I used to like to attend courses. Well, I don't as much anymore, but yeah. It's okay, it ended up a little thinner, but that's okay because we're going to be probably overlapping as usual, as you guys saw on this set that I did. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let it get consistency. This bead, I don't like to push too much because that's where your apex is, so that needs to be a little thicker. That's where the support of your nail is going to be, and I'll probably be thickening that area more as I apply more acrylic, but thinning it out as I get to the tip. I'm not going to worry about it where it's not picking up just yet. I'll wait till the end and then I'll just go ahead and add anything where I need to add it. This is a super long nail. I do work with my long nails. I don't tend to work with them often. I don't wear them often. But I love the way they look. So again, 1, 2 at the edge. 1, 2, 3. There's the bead. And like I said, I'm trying to create the apex for it to be thick enough so the nail doesn't break. And I just float the brush through the top. And you can see I waste the minimal product possible. I'm getting close to the cuticle, so now I am going to try and fill that little area. 1, 2. I just did 2 dips this time because I don't need that much there. It gets consistency, as you can see. I apply the bead or pearl, whatever you want to call it. Then I float the brush again towards the front. No biggie, you guys, if that happens to you. There's ways to fix it. And just float it towards the back. And there you go. Okay, now we get to the cuticle area. We dip 1. We just do 1 because we want the cuticle area to be a little less, I don't know how to explain it, a little less stiff. So I just do 2. I do 1 dip and I just do 2 bounces, and then I bring the finger downwards. I apply the bead and then just walk it to the sides on both ends, and then just float the tip of the brush walk it a little more there. I floated it towards the tip again. Again, I apologize for any noise in the background. And there you go, you guys. That's how I found my ratio to be easier to pick up the bead. Just check it around, see if it needs anything anywhere. I do see a little part right there still where we had messed in the first spot. Small dip, 1, 2, 1, 2, just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I do tend to encapsulate this color acrylic. Right now we're just gonna leave it like that. I just wanted to show you. So if you see it a little thinner in some areas, that's just because I tend to encapsulate it. But and thinner, by thinner I mean the tip is kind of thinner, but like I did say I tend to encapsulate as you can see in my nail there. So yeah, you guys, that's how I found my ratio. And if there's any imperfections, of course you can file them off. I tried to do it to where I have the minimal filing to do, and I think I messed up right here because I bumped it with my nail earlier. But yeah, you guys, let's just fix that little spot. It's bugging me. Okay, so I told you it's important to clean your brush as soon as you're done. So you do the same thing I told you earlier. Do a little fan thing. Switch it tight to side when you're pulling it out. Other side. Get the brush and the towel, paper towel or towel, whatever it is you have. And there, like I said, I wet it and I reshape it. And then I just set it laying down to just be ready for the next one. Okay, ladies and gents, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or any other video requests, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below. I'll be happy to help, and I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless you. Bunches of hugs, kisses, and squeezes.